Yo everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys having an absolutely fantastic kick butt day today so far. So guys, it's time for a follow-up video to one that we made last week, and that is the best brawlers in every single rarity. It's time to do its counterparts, the worst brawlers in every single rarity. So hopefully you guys are pumped up. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go. Okay guys, so I'm sure you've seen these type of videos before. Basically what we're going to do is start off with the lowest rarity in the game, and then hop into gameplay, and then keep that process going all the way until the legendary brawlers. Now we're going to be switching up the type of gameplay in today's video. Normally we just jump into showdown gameplay with every single brawler, but in today's video we're going to be coupling it with the rarity gun game. One of my favorite things to do inside of Brawl Stars. We're meshing two awesome things into one. Now there's something else that I want you guys to keep in mind about this ranking, is that when I say a brawler is the worst amongst their rarity, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're horrible inside of Brawl Stars. They're just the worst amongst their rarity. So a really good example are the super rare brawlers. All the super rare brawlers are really good inside the game. They can push on a couple different game modes and they can push successfully, but there has to be a worse one according to this brawler ranking. So try to take it with a grain of salt. These types of ranking videos are, yes, good for understanding which brawlers are the best and the worst in the meta, but also really good for if you're opening up brawl boxes, or you have like an epic offer in the shop and you get that brand new epic brawler. It's good to know if it's the best or the worst one out of that entire rarity, especially if you're moving forward trying to push that brawler in this meta. So with that being said, let's get straight away into the worst brawlers in every single rarity with a slight dash of the rarity gun game. Should be a really fun video. So guys, starting off with the lowest rarity inside the game, and that is the trophy row brawlers. Now something that I got a little bit of flack for in my last episode of the worst brawlers in every single rarity is that Shelly is not a trophy row brawler, and plenty of you guys let me know that she's the starter brawler Ray. But I thought I would let you guys know in this video today is that I lumped them all together. I think it just wouldn't make sense to have one individual rarity for one specific brawler. She would be the best as well as the worst. So we're lumping them all together. They're all the trophy row brawler, or just this common brawler. It doesn't have to be trophy row. It's just the lowest rarity inside the game. So as of right now, I wanted to play Shelly as the worst brawler inside of the trophy row brawler, or the beginner brawlers, whatever you want to call them. But because Rosa is running around like crazy, and I feel like a lot of the good brawlers inside the game right now, Shelly is kind of a good counter towards. Rosa did just get a nerf today, but I still think she's going to be incredibly prevalent inside the meta. A lot of people are going to be playing her, and she's still really good. I mean, she only got 10% taken away from her damage reduction, so she reduces 70% of the damage, which is still a lot, as well as her shield is 4 seconds long, so they only took off 2 seconds. So she's still a monster. She's still a really good brawler, and we're going to see a lot from her. So because of that, I think Shelly is a decent counter to her, especially game modes like Brawl Ball. For example, when Rosa has the ball and she's in her super, Shelly can use her super so that Rosa drops the ball at least, which is super important inside of that game mode. If you don't have a brawler that doesn't have a stun, forcing Rosa to drop the ball, it's not going to work. Rosa will just use her super and walk it in. So Shelly is actually pretty decent. She's growing because she's an okay counter to some of the really good brawlers inside the game. So our worst trophy row brawler, the closest one next to that, is Dynamite. Dynamite is really weak inside the meta if we're comparing him to the other lobber. It's so weird, and I've mentioned this in previous videos. The discrepancy between both lobbers right now is so big. Normally they're pretty dang close, but the control right now that Barley has in game modes like Siege and things like that is so much better than Dynamite, because it takes a little bit of skill. Dynamite is a little bit of a higher skill cap brawler to land a good amount of your shots. So because Rosa's introduction, I would say Shelly's just a smidget better than Dynamite, but if Rosa was not a thing, Shelly would most definitely be the worst amongst the lowest rarity inside the game. But we're going to be hopping into it with Dynamite because he is our pick today, and we're hopping into it on Showdown. Okay guys, so we're in our game with Dynamite. Now some of you are probably wondering what the heck is the rarity gun game. So it's very simple. It's basically like the gun game in Call of Duty, where it's all about like upgrading. You get a kill, you move on to the next weapon. Whoever gets through all the weapons first wins. And it's kind of the same thing, and since we're talking about the worst brawlers in every single rarity, it works out really good in these types of videos. But what you got to do is start off with the lowest rarity in the game. Then once you get at least one trophy in Showdown, you can move on to the next rarity. And it's all about trying to get all the way to the highest rating in the game, the legendary. So it's all about completing a run without losing. If you get below one trophy, you have to do that brawler again. So if we were to lose trophies or 0 trophies on Dynamite today, we would have to play him again until we get it, and then we lose the run. And some fun stuff about this is the last time we did it was the very first time we got a perfect run. So that's what we're shooting for in today's video. And it's going to be a really big challenge here because We're playing with the worst brawlers in their rarities, so... Okay, so we need 5th place or better. I think it's possible. Alright, we got it. Game number 1, secured. Let's go for this. Nice. Okay, Leon. Tricky. Yikes! We're in the middle of 2 legendary brawlers. Ah! Oh, they're all legendaries. Picking on the Dynamite. So the worst brawler amongst the rares is most definitely Poco, guys. All the rare brawlers are pretty dang good. The next closest I would say is Primo. Primo has a tough time in the meta right now as well. But Poco, if you really take a look at him, he is a hard brawler to play inside of this game. I feel like the only game mode he has a really good chance in is the gem carrier inside of gem grab. He can play as a support brawler sometimes in like some siege comps. I've sometimes seen him on Brawl Ball, but he just doesn't play super well. You can most definitely pick a brawler that can fit in his spot a little bit better. I would say he's one of the weakest in the meta right now, let alone in his own rarity. So let's hop into it, see how we can do. Alrighty guys, hopping into our match with Poco. To be honest, I'm a little bit nervous here. And Poco's going to be tricky in Showdown. He's a good brawler to team with, but we don't team. Okay. This map. Okay, guys. Attempt number 2. Our perfect run has been crushed. But it's to be expected. This is not an easy thing to do, the rarity gun game. Especially if we're using the worst brawlers in the rarities. But here we go. Let's hop back into it. But what I was saying before, because when we die, I clip out a lot of stuff. We were talking about Poco and how awesome he is, and I wish he was a bit better in the meta. I remember when the dominant gem carrier was Poco, and he was just a beast. So much fun to play with, and of course, he fits into those team comps where he needs to like really support his aggro brawlers, where there's a brawler that's always behind the enemy lines and in the thick of things, like a Mortis or something like that. He's really good in those team comps still, and he's just a decent gem carrier in general. But man, I remember the days when Poco was the guy to be, like the beast, like you want to be him in gem grab or something like that. Where now you can be Pam, you can be Jean, really good gem carriers. But yeah, there will be a meta again. Brawl Stars is always changing. Poco will have his time to shine again. And a fun fact about your boy Ray is Poco used to be my favorite brawler in Brawl Stars. I loved his mechanics. I love the supportive elements that Poco has. Any like healing thing is super fun. Or just maybe the support thing. Because you have a way to help your brawlers in a 3v3 other than just killing and trying to control the map, you know? It's fun when you hit someone up with like a really good heal. Because you know they're just like, oh heck yeah. And they keep on pushing. It's good. It's good stuff. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, we don't want to mess with a Carl here. Now, because of that last loss, we're below 500 trophies, so we only need 5th place. So we need one more person to die. Hey, if we want to complete this challenge, we're not just gonna give up now, you know? We gotta try our best. One loss ain't too bad. Okay, everyone's doing the hard work for me. Nah, I don't team. Though I know everyone looks to Poco to team because he's a brawler that doesn't necessarily backstab a whole lot. It's hard to backstab with Poco. He doesn't have any bursty damage. But the next game, the second game was easy. What the heck? Why'd the first game we have to lose? I want that perfect run so bad. But moving on to the super rares. Okay, so the super rare brawlers are a tricky group of rarity to pick the worst out of because they're all pretty dang decent in the meta. Daryl is incredibly good on Showdown and just really good inside of Brawl Stars right now. Penny, really good on Siege and other gem grab team comps. She can play in multiple different game modes. Rico has always been good. He can play in Siege. He can play in multiple different game modes as well. And Carl's a beast. He's an ace in the meta right now, probably top 3 best brawlers right now inside the entire game. It is crazy that I still have him at 217 trophies. I'm just a noob that needs to play Brawl Stars a little bit more right now. But the worst amongst them, though they're all really good right now, is Penny. I feel like Rico and Penny are both of the brawlers that is kind of like a toss-up. Daryl and Carl are really good right now. But I would say Penny is just a little bit worse. Rico, we're seeing him dominate in specific game modes, like gem grab very consistently. He's incredibly good on bounty. He's incredibly good on certain Brawl Ball maps. He has a wide variety, a bigger spread in my opinion, for variety on different game modes to push. And as you all know, the more game modes that a brawler is good on, the more chances that they have to play more frequently inside the game. They get more trophies a lot easier, and I feel like Rico is just a tad bit better than Penny. So we're hopping into it with Penny on erratic blocks, and we'll see how we can do. And I am pretty for sure about that. I've talked to a few people about that picking because the super rares were kind of throwing me off a little bit because I understood that they're all super good in the game right now. So it's hard to pick a worse brawler amongst so many good brawlers. But Penny is the conclusion. And I'm like 98% sure about that. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. I'm not sure if Penny's going to be incredibly good on this map. There's a lot of bushes, a lot of weird walls, so a mortar might not come into play a whole lot. There's a lot of bush camping that happens on this map, guys. Lots of it. Ooh, who's going to win? Primo can knock out a Rosa pretty easily, especially right away in the beginning. I found that out the good way while we were pushing the Purple Iron Man challenge. Right away in the beginning, Roses feels like there's almost like they're arrogant. They play very arrogant because they know that Rosa is incredibly good, and that's not a bad thing. If a brawler is good, play with them, man. Play with them like they are. But a Primo can catch you off guard. Primo charges up his super a little bit faster than Rosa, so if you're tangoing it out with a Rosa, you can get your super, hop on her, just wail on her. A few basic attacks, super, slammer, and keep it going. Okay, here we go. We got a Rosa on the Pro. We have no power cubes. This is a bad spot. And I didn't see if we're above 500 trophies, so we should probably play a little safe here. Yikerinos, guys. Rosa could so easily come to the top right corner, and if she's a lot like me, I hold grudges in Showdown. If someone annoys me, I go for them. Okay. I'm getting nervous. There's a lot of bush camping going on right now. I guess we are one of them. Okay, we need 2 more people to die, I believe. Oh, guys, I'm getting nervous. She's definitely coming for me. I didn't do anything, Leon. Oh! No! What? Oh, okay, I was the 5th person to die. What's up with all these 5th places? Oh, we were below 400 or below 500. Yes. I never thought I'd be so happy to be below 500 trophies. That's what I'm talking about. Moving on. Let's keep this going. Moving on to the Epic Brawlers. Okay, so as for the Epic Brawlers, not much has changed since the last video. Piper is still your worst amongst the Epics, though it pains me to say that, and I'll continue to say that, because I love playing Piper. Piper is one of the funnest brawlers to play with. There's nothing more satisfying than landing a few shots in a row on a specific brawler, lining up your shots perfectly, keeping a brawler on control by the sheer skill that you have with Piper by lining up shots. It's so much fun. But the thing about her is she's a very specific brawler. She's very weird to balance. For example, she's really good in bounty. And if you mess with her character a little bit too much, buffing her in a certain spot, then she would be good in other game modes, but then she would be a nightmare in bounty, like way too good. So you're walking a very tight rope with Piper, where if you want her to be having a spot in other game modes, you'd have to kind of change her character a little bit, like you saw with Mortis, or change the game mode itself. But not much is going to be changing to bounty, kind of like what we saw with Brawl Ball, where some of the mechanics were changed, where if you kick the ball, you lose an ammo, so Mortis couldn't do his thing inside of Brawl Ball anymore. So now he's a little bit more relevant on multiple different game modes. But Piper is your queen of bounty, but not that good on other game modes. She can play as a gem carrier sometimes on specific gem grab maps, but there's only like 2 of them. Other than that, she really doesn't have a spot on that many more maps. Okay, guys, this match is going to be a nightmare with Piper. Oh my goodness. You guys have seen the brawlers that we've been playing against on this map. A lot of Leons, a lot of Primos. Oh my god. Bo, I'm not going to let you get that easily here. Yeah, I'm not letting go nowhere. You take my power cube, you pay the consequences. Don't go for me, please, Rosa. I have someone to kill. Okay, here we go. Let's see. This is what I'm talking about with grudges, guys. I hold them and I keep them close. Okay, let's see. Can we squeeze it? Squeeze it around that wall. Dang it, wall. Did he leave? Yeah, he left. We will meet again. We will meet again, Bo. Let's see. But I was saying Piper is a nightmare on this map because look at all the brawlers that we're playing against, as well as look at all the walls. There's no real good spots here. Got some camper or some teamers? Oh, hello, Bo. We met again. Must be destiny. Okay, let's see. We have to keep our super just in case Invisible Leon is around and about. Turn on him. Dang it. Sometimes you try to rely on teamers backstabbing each other. You want to go? Come on, bring it on. Yeah. Bring it in. Bring it in. Okay, where's that bow at? Where's that bow at? Okay. Okay. I don't know how we're doing this good with Piper on this map. Alright. I don't like where we're at. Ooh, the bow is still alive. I told them we would meet again. I'm coming for you, Bo. Bo is still alive. Look at this Colt. He is a bona fide teamer. Die, Colt. We gotta get the teamer. Nice. No! we couldn't teach him a lesson. But hey, we got +5 trophies on a map that is just absolutely horrible for Piper. Very, very cool. Let's move on to the mythics. So rounding the corner to the worst mythic brawler inside of Brawl Stars, and that award goes to Tara. Though it's very, very hard for me to place her there, I enjoy Tara. Her mechanics are so freaking awesome. I love her inside this game, and it's very, very strange to see her weak in the meta. She's not super, super good. There's so many other brawlers that you can be that do her job and do it better. Now, we cannot underplay how good her super is. It's always going to be good in this game. It's always an element that you can use on your team, and it's going to be good in any 3v3, but the character that uses it needs to be good as well. You're not going to have your super a bunch of times during the game. You'll probably get like 2 or 3 times, but I feel like her character in general is just a little bit underwhelming. And if we're taking a look at the other 2 mythic brawlers right now, Gene, incredibly good. He's so good in meta, probably top 5. And Mortis, he's pretty dang good as well. I'd say he's superior. He's incredibly, incredibly good on probably like 3 different game modes. There's only one game mode you really don't want to play Mortis on, and that's Heist. And I've been shown the light. I've always thought that he was pretty dang bad at Siege, but Mortis can actually hold his own in Siege on specific maps. Just going for kills and picking up screws. But here we go, you guys. Let's see how we can do with Tara. Bull doing both things. Bull doing both things. Bring it on. Let's go. Let's go, Shelly. Come on. Okay, we're charging in because I want to get my super. One more hit. Okay. Tara is just one of those brawlers, especially in Showdown. It's like, if you're not getting power cubes, you better be going for super. We're taking a lot of damage there, but we can sacrifice some damage for some super. That's for dang sure. We need it. Almost as much as SpongeBob needs a water. Okay, so we got a Rose on the prowl. She's doing some damage, some crazy work. I'm almost certain Shelly's in there, so we'll wait. Okay, there's no one in these bushes. We're close to our super once again. We need a few more hits. What's up, Crow? No. I'm not teaming with you. Teamers, man. They get on my nerves. Another interesting fact about Ray is I was a teamer beforehand. I teamed a lot in Showdown. I just kind of like, before when it wasn't such a big deal, you know? It was in beta. It wasn't like a hugely big deal. But I did it all the time, man. I thought it was a fun strategy. And it was the best strategy inside of Showdown. It still is. But it's just annoying. Okay, so we got a Rosa. Oh, we got an OP Rosa as well. She doesn't have her super, though. We can do something here. We can do something here. No, my tactic. It failed me. I want to use my super to push into the poison. We only have one notch messed up in our chain today, and that was with Poco. But guys, let's see if we can't keep this going. Moving on to the legendaries. Here we go. The legendary brawlers. Guys, they're in a really good spot right now in the meta. Spike, Crow, and Leon are all super good. Leon a small margin above Spike and Crow, but those two, Spike and Crow, the originals, the OGs, the first legendary brawlers, are really good right now. So the question is who is the worst one amongst Spike and Crow? And in my personal opinion, I still think it's Crow. I think Crow is a little bit worse in the meta. If we're taking a look at the game modes that they're thriving on, right now Spike I feel like has a little bit better playability on a wide variety of different game modes. He's really good in Showdown, maybe not as good as Crow, but he can still play and get a lot of trophies. He's really good in Gem Grab, probably better than Crow in Gem Grab. Crow can play in Gem Grab, but not as good as Spike. He doesn't have that defined role where sometimes you can squeeze him in there. He can do a good on a specific map, but he's not that one role where you're like, Spike is, we gotta pick Spike on this map. So yeah, guys, I think Spike is still a tiny bit better than Crow, but we have to admire how far Crow has come. Crow was one of the worst brawlers in the meta for the longest time. And after that balance changes, he is right up there. He's so close to Spike. I'd say this is the closest pick between both the legendary brawlers, Spike and Crow. Alrighty, guys, hopping into our match with Crow. There's still 8 people alive. Where are people camping right now? Yikes! Oh my god. Oh, they're waiting. The bush campers. They are alive and well on this map. We gotta go again with Crow. Second attempt with Crow. Let's see how we can do this time. No! Gosh dang it! Are you kidding me? So much bush camping. Everyone just finds their little cube of bushes and just chills there until the poison hits them. What the heck? Attempt 3. Attempt number 3 with Crow. Quit making my life difficult, Crow. I swear to goodness. Yep. Saw that coming. What's up, you stupid bush camper? No! Is there anyone in here? Oh, yep. Attempt number 4? Attempt number 3? I lost track, guys. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think I've confirmed it, guys. I don't really like this Showdown map. It really rewards bush camping and it's boring. Especially for like a 6 power cube Shelly. It's like, why the heck would you camp so much? This Shelly can't land her shots. There we go. Finally, getting some action. Okay. Nice. 3 power cubes. And we got a lot of super charged up. I got a good feeling about this. Got a good feeling about this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm not letting you in that bush. I am the bush camping police now, guys. Especially on this map. You guys think... I'm sure when you think of Ray, you think I'm the teaming police. I'm sure that's the first thing you think of. But today, I'm the bush camping police. Ain't nobody camping in bushes on my watch. Okay. There we go. Another one buys it us. Yeah. Ooh, we got some legendary brawlers camping it out. You guys know how I feel about teaming. I'm not very fond of it. All we have to do is kill one of them. Definitely not very fond of it. Get out of here, you stinking teamer. I'm going for your friend as well. I'm going for your friend. No teaming today. No teaming today. Yikes. Okay, we're just gonna go here. I know I'm bush camping. You know what? We already got it. We're going all in, baby. We're going all in. It's my life's mission to go for this Spike here. You know what? Bring it on. Let's go. I'll come close to you. I have 6 power cubes. No! That was my kill, Rosa! Quit butting in! I had to teach them a lesson. Dang you. You think you can tangle with me? I am Crow. I'll poison you. There we go. Get out of here. All these power thirsty Rosas thinking they're crazy good. Ain't gonna happen. What's up? What's up? Got mobility on our side. What's up? What's up, Rosa? Hey, 4th game, not too shabby. But guys, hope you all enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you agreed with some of my picks. I feel comfortable giving you guys these ones. Normally when I do worst tier lists, I'm always nervous that you guys will get mad at me when I do it. Maybe I'm just an anxious person, but I feel really comfortable with the picks today. I feel like there's really easy ones on the list that I picked, as well as maybe like the legendary brawlers was a little bit trickier, but I feel confident with them. Let me know what you guys have to think in the comments down below. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to slap a like on it. I really appreciate that. Also consider hitting that subscribe button down below and being a part of the Ray fam. We would love to have you. So guys, that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.